Hello, I am Dr. Marie Jarrell from Clemson University. I will be presenting our paper, Using Intersectional Representation and Embodied Identification in Standard Video Game Play to Reduce Societal Biases. Now, our paper is primarily concerned with the psychological phenomenon of identification, which is found in all types of media and expresses the closeness one may feel to a character. However, in interactive experiences like fully immersive virtual reality and video games, this unique connection between player and character can result in players adopting properties of the characters they play as. For example, one study found that when players identified with soldier characters, they reported feeling more brave, patriotic, and strong. Past research has explored using identification with virtual characters to reduce biases against real-world people. However, this research is largely limited to fully immersive VR body swapping experiences, which are vastly cognitively different from most 2D video games. And when more common 2D games are used for identification and bias research, they are mainly empathy or serious games, whose narratives are solely focused on combating bias with education. Many of these studies often only look at one aspect of identity. They may only research gender bias or racial bias, and not look at how these two aspects can interact, which is important because we know from intersectional theory research the real-world biases people face are an amalgamation of multiple aspects of their identity. So rather than focus on how identification with a player character could affect bias based on race or bias based on gender, in our paper we use an intersectional framework to specifically examine the interaction between these two aspects of identity and see how identification with a Black and female character affects biases against Black female job applicants compared to other character options. So here's what we did and what we found. We had a sample of 265 white male participants recruited from Amazon Intersectional from the United States. These participants played a single level of a video game with one of 4 player characters and then evaluated one of 4 LinkedIn job applicant profiles. These applications were identical to each other, save for the image and name of the applicant. The participants answered several questions about the game regarding the level of identification via embodiment, as well as several other factors related to embodiment, such as immersion and similarity to the character. Participants evaluated the applicants based on their level of perceived technical skill and overall likability. Now, when it came to the Black female applicant, we did find that intersectionality affected the biases that they faced. As Black applicants were rated lower in technical skill compared to white applicants, and participants who did not play as a female character rated female applicants lower in technical skill than male applicants, meaning the Black female applicant had to deal with both negative biases due to their race and gender. However, when participants played as and highly identified with the Black female player character, they rated the Black female applicant the highest in terms of technical skill and likability. So here are some key takeaways. We found that the effects from biases and identification with characters were not uniform, but were intersectional, as we found that identifying with the Black female character produced the largest reduction in bias against the Black female applicant. We believe this offers several lessons for future game development, as our study revealed that identification alone could reduce bias, but that the effect is not guaranteed, as we did not use an empathetic narrative, and we found that experiencing low levels of identification could actually increase biases. I would like to thank my co-authors, Reza, Bart, and Erin. You may contact us with the information provided. Thank you, and we hope you enjoy our paper.